Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to COD Zombies HQ. With the recent release of Call of Duty Black Ops 4, we now have 4 new Zombies maps to play in and explore. The maps themselves are packed with Easter eggs, but in this video we're not going to be looking at Easter eggs within the maps, but instead taking a look at various secrets located outside the playable area of the 2 Aether maps, Classified and Blood of the Dead. If you too want to explore outside the map, find these secrets for yourself. The tutorial on how to do it will be at the end of this video, so consider this almost as your tour guide. If you do enjoy this video, if there's something in it that you haven't seen before, definitely remember to smash that thumbs up button down below, and hey, consider subscribing to COD Zombies HQ for more great Zombies content to come. We're counting these down in no particular order, starting at number 10. Okay, so kicking things off here on Classified, when you're playing the Zombie Rush game mode, if you ever wonder where the mystery boxes spawn out of when they fall down from the sky, well, wonder no more. While exploring above Classified, you can see the actual mystery boxes themselves scattered about above the map above their actual spawn points. Now, while they're in the air like this, they don't have any collision associated with them, so we can maneuver our camera inside the mystery box itself, and unfortunately it doesn't seem like there's anything spawned in here, so there's no weapons or anything like that, but we can get a really good view of the iconic Zombies mystery box itself up close and personal in a setting we normally don't see it in. Switching over to Blood of the Dead for our number 9 spot, did you know that the Warden's house actually has a basement to it? Now inside this basement secret room we can see the stairs that lead down to it, as well as a few details like shelves and stuff on the walls of the basement itself. Now we're never actually supposed to see this area itself, but obviously now that we're outside of the map we can see the room in better detail. It's unknown if this was supposed to be a playable area at one point. Perhaps even the basement was the original location of the secret room in the Warden's house that we unlocked during the Easter egg, but the fact that there's another floor to the Warden's house that we didn't know about before is pretty cool nonetheless. So we're sticking with Blood of the Dead for the number 8 spot, where we actually get a up close and personal view of the Victis Crew, who are inside the cryopods within Richtofen's lab. We can do this by using this method, which is by going underneath the Victis Crew itself using our free camera underneath the map, where we can see the actual bottom of the Victis Crew. They don't have their full player models rendered. It seems to be only the upper half of their body minus their legs that Treyarch has decided to model and put into the map itself. But by using the dolly camera we can get a little bit of an up close and personal view of the Victis Crew itself, starting here with Marlton, which confirms to us a very important detail about the zombie storyline in Black Ops 4, that yes, the pens are secure. The pocket protector has done its job. Marlton's pens are safe and sound with him inside the cryopod. Now moving on to the fan favorite Misty, where we get a pretty good view of her assets. It seems that someone at Treyarch decided to make her character model a little bit more enhanced than it was in Black Ops 2, with adding a little bit more, how should we say this, detail to her upper body than there was before. So we'll have to wait and see if these are the exact character models that Treyarch will use when we play as the Victis Crew in a future Black Ops 4 Zombies DLC map. Heading back to Classified for our number 7 spot, did you know that there is a secret elevator on Classified itself? Its location is directly underneath the elevator that takes you down to the laboratory level. This secret elevator itself is extremely similar to the elevator above it, but obviously contains some different lighting that gives this elevator a different look and makes it much more brighter, and some of the details and features that the normal elevator has are not present on this secret copy. I can't really come up with a reason on why this duplicate elevator is here. If any of you have any ideas or suggestions about it, definitely let me know down in the comments. Staying with Classified for our number 6 spot, have you ever wondered where your actual character model is transported when you head through any one of the teleporters on Classified? Well, the answer is that they get teleported to one of 4 teleporter boxes that are located on the map. Now, teleporter boxes are nothing new to zombies maps. They've been in every single zombies map that uses a teleporter, dating all the way back to Derice in World at War. I've noticed that the teleporter boxes here in Classified are absolutely huge. They're probably the largest teleporter boxes that we've ever seen in a zombies map. So what happens is when you step through the teleporter, your character instantly gets transported to the middle of inside this black box. The teleporter's spinning animation will play right in front of you, where your character will be immobile during that time. And then when the animation is done being played, your character is instantly popped back inside the map on the other side of the teleporter location. It's a neat little detail about how zombies maps actually work, so if you ever wonder where you're teleported during that sequence, now you know. Sticking on Blood of the Dead for our next two spots, coming in at number 5 is a very interesting part of a yet unsolved Easter egg within Blood of the Dead. Heading outside of the map, then bringing our camera inside a tub located inside the new Industries building, you can see that vertical skeleton hand almost like it's clutching something. Well, this is the skeleton hand that's going to receive the trigger to pop outside the tub, break the surface of the goop, where we'll have to give it our golden spork as part of the spork knife Easter egg. This is the upgrade for the golden spork on the map that hasn't been solved as of the making of this video. But it's pretty cool to know that the skeleton hand that's definitely part of this Easter egg is already loaded up. Its model is showing just below the surface of this tub on Blood of the Dead. If you want to know more about this Easter egg, I'll include a news story we did about it down in the description. For our number 4 spot, when heading outside of the map, we can get a little bit of a better idea of what some of the iconic signs look like in Blood of the Dead. Well, for this one specifically, we can get a better idea of what the duck's sign texture actually is. When we view it from behind, we can see that the texture itself is mirrored and reversed on the other side, where we also get a view of what the weapon chalk outlines look like from outside of the map as well. It's a neat little detail that Treyarch put into the signs that you might not have seen before. Back to Classified for our number 3 spot. If you didn't know, there is a secret room on Classified that we can get a very good view of when we head outside of the map. This secret room is located just off of the Porcine Research Laboratory, and it might have been used as a secret room for the main Easter egg of Classified at one point in development before the Easter egg was changed to simply trigger at round 150. This secret room is fully modeled and detailed with shelves on the wall with different assets like telephones and air conditioners placed on the walls themselves. We know that this room was once considered to be part of the main Classified map because you can actually get inside of this room in the main game right now. You do it by using the Nowhere But There elixir on a downed teammate, and once you're teleported inside the room, you can walk around freely. You don't receive the Samantha laugh and usual damage that you receive when heading outside of the bounds of the map normally, and you can see that some of the models and assets that we know are in the room don't spawn in. They glitch when you actually head inside there, but the game still renders the shadows as if those models are there. This secret room is very interesting and might be a fun detail to point out to your friends next time you're playing on Classified. Back to Blood of the Dead for our number 2 spot. By getting outside of the map, then heading down to this deep pit that's located beside the spiral staircase area, heading down to the second power station on the map, then lighting up the area reveals a startling detail that these wrapped up bodies are floating, but they aren't floating on water. They're floating on a huge pool of blood. A terrifying detail that definitely lives up to the map's name. For our number 1 spot, we're back to Classified here in Area 51, where we can maneuver our free cam to get inside hangar number 4 on the map. When we check inside the hangar, we can see the actual room where the ending cutscene to Classified takes place in. Now, the game doesn't load up the bars to the cage or the benches or the player models that we see in the cutscene during normal play, but we can see the room itself. We can see the lamp above it that provides the light for the cutscene, and the domed arena that blocks out all of the outside light, so we get this atmospheric view during the cutscene itself. Well, now that you've enjoyed the tour, let me show you how you too can begin exploring outside of these zombies maps. Beginning with Blood of the Dead. All you have to do to begin exploring is head into theater mode and observe a player that is going up on the gondola of the map. While the gondola is going up, probably around halfway through, you want to pause your game and then change your camera view to free cam. Once you're in free cam within the gondola, simply continue on the theater mode, have the gondola go all the way to the top, and now you're free to get outside the map. So you want to bring your free cam all the way down to where the gondola resides at the very bottom of the hill. Bring your camera above the gondola's pad, then head straight down below the gondola pad, keep going down and towards the water, and if you do it correctly, your camera will be forced down and underneath the map of Blood of the Dead. From here, you're free to roam about freely underneath the map, but be aware where you can actually bring your free camera is a little bit restricted, but it has to be generally underneath a playable area that's above you. But you can maneuver around basically everywhere on the map this way and explore some of the spots I showed you within the video. So now heading over to Classified, where there's two separate things you need to do to get outside the map, one for the main map and one for Area 51. For the main map, you want to head into free cam and then change your settings within theater mode to object link. Once you're in object link, you want to highlight the elevator that takes you down to the bottom floor. It takes you down to the laboratory, and click your right thumbstick. That's the R3 button. Once you do that, you'll lock onto the elevator. This is most easily done when the elevator is actually at the bottom, is at the laboratory level. Then you can maneuver your camera so that it glitches right outside the walls of the map. You can unlink the camera from the elevator by pressing your R3 button again, and now you're free to explore outside of the map here on Classified. The restrictions of Blood of the Dead do not exist here, so you can explore all over the main map of Classified. It really makes you see the map from a totally different perspective. Now, while this method works for the main map of Classified, the map of Area 51 doesn't actually load in when you're exploring the main map of Classified. So instead, to get outside in Area 51, we start by bringing our character model to Area 51 itself. We can pause it, head to free cam, and this one's pretty easy to do. We simply have to maneuver our character up and to the left of the stairs going up to the teleporter. You do this correctly while you're in free camera, force your camera up into the side of these stairs, then you can maneuver around the hangar, pop outside of one of the windows, and now you're outside of the map here on Area 51, free to explore anywhere you want. Exploring outside of zombies maps is extremely fun. I definitely recommend you do it yourself. Be sure to keep a lookout here on COD Zombies HQ, where we'll be counting down the top 10 outside of the map secrets for the Chaos maps 9 and Voyage of Despair very soon. Thanks for watching and happy exploring.